So I'm going to be very raw and upfront in this vid because there's just a lot to talk about between Halo Infinite's release date, co-op and Forge details, apparently might not get them at launch, and even behind the scenes of the campaign, when we're going to get more campaign. Is there a news blowout next week? Just a lot of Halo stuff to talk about here. So I just kind of want to be straight and present a lot of it to you and give some brief thoughts. So what's up? It's Samurai Kibiji. And if you enjoy game hype and Halo and want to follow that hype train to Halo Infinite's launch, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Originally, I wanted to record this video to say like a quick minute or two thing of, holy crap, next week is news blowout for Halo Infinite potentially, because there is an Xbox Gamescom show that is going to be happening surrounding Gamescom next week. And they said that they're just going to be talking about coming releases that are like, you know, this year. Halo Infinite's this year. And I completely forgot there was going to be an Inside Infinite next Thursday. If they continue that trend, you know, where every last Thursday of the month, they have an Inside Infinite blog to talk about a good chunk of subject. You know, the last one was about the flights. And who knows what they're going to talk about this month. Maybe it has to follow the Gamescom show. It probably still could, to which if that happens after the news blowout we got today, it's going to be 2 weeks of jam-packed Halo goodness. But what happened today has me kind of questioning it a little bit. Because we got a really nice, kind of half-hour long vlog. Instead of a blog, it's a vlog of behind the scenes just talking about how the flights went and sitting down with Joe Staten, the creative director, talking about how things are going with Halo Infinite. Is it going to launch on time? Is it going to have these certain things at launch? And just really talking about launch, because that's what they are focusing on now. And Joe gave some answers that might make some disappointed, but also understanding. We'll see. Where do you sit on the spectrum? But Joe gets into it, and I just want to cut right to the chase. First off, the release date. He has heard and seen all the people kind of debating, you know, why doesn't Halo Infinite have its release date when it's supposed to come out in like a few months? And Joe's like affirming, look, we are firm about releasing this holiday season. That is going to happen. We are in what's called, I think it's shutdown. That's what they refer to it as, shutdown right now, where they are focusing on the base content that is going to launch in this game's first season, because it is going to be a live service. They talked about that as well. And this first season is going to launch holiday. And in order to do that, and during this shutdown, focus on the bugs, the polishing, any glitches, things that they need to make sure that the base campaign and the first season of multiplayer are super smooth, good launches, no co-op or Forge at launch. That is really, to me, the big story of today. And I'm really hoping next week we have more news, because they also ended this vlog, saying, you know, we'll have more to talk about soon, but I'll get to that. But let's just talk for a second about co-op and Forge not being at launch for Halo Infinite. That's a big deal. I've always said, and I actually have a video about it, I'll link in the cards above. I talked with Footed Ghosts, and we're like, what does Halo Infinite need at launch to really be a big hit? And one of the things I have always said and still say is Forge. Now, I'm not saying the game can't be successful without Forge at launch. The thing that makes Forge so interesting, though, to be at launch is, one, Halo 5 didn't launch with that, so great. You are automatically taking a big step up from your predecessor. And secondly, that's such a unique feature to have in Halo. That is something that only Halo has. Yes, other games do it, but Halo 5's Forge specifically is bonkers. And Joe says, you know, how he's excited about it and the things he's seeing from it is really cool. But not only no Forge at launch, but also co-op campaign experience. And that is a bummer, man, because one of my favorite things to do at launch for any Halo game is to have co-op experiences with my friends right after we all beat the game for the first time. And we do it numerous times, run-throughs together, and it sucks that we're not going to be able to do that potentially until 3 months down the road. To, yes, answer this question if you're curious. When, if it's not going to be at launch, when will Halo Infinite have co-op and Forge, or is it even going to have it? Yes. They are going to add them post-launch because Halo Infinite is a continuously building game. There is going to be co-op first in Season 2. And they specify, when they think of seasons, it's usually every 3 months, which is about what Master Chief Collection does as well. About every 3 months, new season. So Season 2, probably around March of next year, will have co-op campaign. And probably other stuff. Season 3, around probably June of next year, so around E3 of next year, there will be Forge added. Their intent is co-op and Forge will be added throughout the first year of Halo Infinite. But unfortunately, not at launch. And man, I don't know. I just feel like this game has had so much budget put into it, so much time, so much resources that I'm just like, why not? Why is it a base game? But I, as a Halo fan, I'm fine with it. Do I think that's going to hurt it as like a general big impact on the scene? I do think a little bit. In terms of standing out, because we have so many shooters coming out in the back quarter of this year, the last quarter. And Forge and co-op is just one of those two things that could have made Halo Infinite stand out all the more amongst them, but we will see. But they also touched upon a few other little bits like for Splitscreen, just a reminder that will be at launch on all Xbox consoles. For PC, it's a bit more complicated. So no, there will be no split screen at launch on PC, but it's something that they're looking to add eventually. We also got a good look at behind the scenes of 343 actually getting back together in the studio and reviewing the game, working on stuff. And if you actually look at a lot of bits from this, there is a lot of bits from the campaign. And you even see a little snippet of a Sentinel, what looks to be inside a Foreigner facility. Even if you pay attention carefully, you'll see some dialogue. There is some bits of the campaign you could see in this behind-the-scenes footage, which I am surprised they are showing. And speaking of campaign, Joe says that, I know people want to see campaign. We've been talking about multiplayer. We are going to show more campaign soon, just keep your eyes out for it. He didn't say when, but we are in shutdown right now, focusing on the launch game, and we will soon have more details about the campaign. I hope that is at Gamescom, because to cycle back, next week could be a blowout. But the way they end this vlog made it seem like it will not be. The way they ended this vlog, they made it seem like we're in shutdown right now. We're focusing on the base game. We're going to have a lot more videos and content and recordings to give to you. But for now, we're focusing on shutdown, and we'll have like another blog soon about more flights that they're doing, which they confirmed there's going to be like 2 more flights. One for like 4v4, another one for big team. Good amount of information, but they made it just seem like next week they're going to be AFK, which I hope not, because can you imagine they did this behind the scenes thing followed by next week's Xbox Gamescom show where they have a new Halo Infinite presentation, and then whatever they presented there, they talk about that in the Inside Infinite next Thursday. I hope that's what happens. That's a lot of Halo Infinite at once, but we will see. Do you think that's going to happen? Is that like the plan? And especially, let's chat in the comments and just continue this discussion in the comments about what do you think about no co-op or Forge at launch? Do you think they should have switched the order? Should Forge have come first, like in Season 2, and then co-op in Season 3? I personally think it's the right order, but let me know if you disagree. And also, any other thoughts about Halo? Don't forget to be geek proud, awesome, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. See you in another video.